Okay, so we had a bunch of interviews from 2017, 2018, and today we're going to pretty much wrap them all up and pick out the best things from them. What's up, world? Welcome to the 33rd episode of Grind Towards Success. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. And on today's episode, I'm going to pick up what I think were some of the big, motivating and big advice, big tips from the interviews I had from 2017, 2018. I'm going to take them out, put them like in a compilation, and throw them in here. So you're going to see Chaos Scores, Russ and Liz Babcock. You're going to see Myles from Moving On Up Barbershop. You're going to see Bree Pie from Bree Pie Art. There's so much more. Alex Carson, Donovan Metoyer. Like, there's so much more in this. Cedric Williams from Involving Digital Media. Like, all of it. All of it. You're going to see all of it. And, Bam Key. Like, there's so much good stuff. Code 9 Gaming. Just so much good stuff in this. So, here you go, guys. Just throw it to you all at once. Enjoy. Oh, wow. Okay. And so when you guys opened this gym, what made y'all not give up in that first year? Like, what made y'all not say, dude, this is never gonna work? Well, just throw it in the towel. What made y'all kept going?
We had a lot of, so Malcolm Gladwell has a book called The Tipping Point, and it talks about that most people's successes are really rooted in random things or specific things that happen. So we had opened in December, and in January, Ninja Warrior announced that it would be in Kansas City for the first time. And so that, from a business standpoint, probably helped us push over the edge.
Yeah, that was where we started, with me checking Google daily to see
where we were in rankings.
Yeah, if we showed up when you searched Ninja Warrior Kansas City, or if you searched even our name, Chaos Course, if we even showed up on Google's search engine. And so we're watching that, and then we ended up, because the Ninja Warrior was coming. And
because there was not another obstacle in this entire metro. We were the place with the Ninja obstacles. It was nowhere else.
And so we were called, and we were in the newspaper. We interviewed on a couple morning shows, and all these things happened just because we were the only place that they could go to talk about it.
And then when they did, hopefully, other than just being the only ones and being unique, I think people started to be able to get a sense of what we were about. And that while we wanted to do this very crazy, amazing American Ninja Warrior thing, that we had heart in it. And I hope that that's what always comes across, is that we've been teachers and coaches for a long time. And so being able to do this and continue this is something that we know really well. We know how to coach well. We know how to look out for our athletes. And we know how to hopefully inspire or push our athletes. And so hopefully, while people were coming to us because we were the only ones that had any of this information or obstacles, that they found quickly that we also had an acumen for it as well.
And now, what's your why? Like, why does I keep going at it every day, wake up daily, and it's like, this is how another day go back to the gym, can't wait to go back to the gym, help out. Like, what's the why? What drives you guys?
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
We've always, stagnation is something that we don't like. And part of it, I don't know if I wouldn't say that it's from karate, but I think it's part of the reason that we've stuck with karate as long as we have. Both of us have competed for years and been successful, and we've both watched a lot of people that came in that were naturally athletic that just got bored and left karate because they were like, well, I've learned enough.
What's that quote, that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard?
Yep.
And that's something I think that regardless of how good we are or not good, is that we always have a tenacity to keep working hard. And I think from a business model, you have to have that, because I can say wonderful things about how successful we've been in our business and how lovely it is, but it is hard work. And it is a ton of time. Our kids are here all of the time. I think my daughter spends during the week maybe 8 hours awake at home, and that's probably a high estimate. And so that's always something that we have to keep in mind. But then again, we create an atmosphere in which she gets to hang out with our friends every day and do classes that she enjoys. And so for us, for our family, which is as chaos as we are, it works for our family, and we thrive with it.
And that was one of the things we discussed before we opened the gym, was the idea that if this is successful, we now have evening jobs.
Right.
We're not day parents where we go to work, kids go to school, and then we all meet together at home afterwards.
Right.
No, we're here. And so that meant that our kids are going to wake up in the morning, get ready for school, go to school, then we're going to pick them up and bring them straight here. And then they're going to be here until we take them home and put them to bed.
Right.
And to have any advice for anybody who wants to get into Ninja Warrior, like any advice for them out there?
Well, I would say just get your foot in the door. Just do pull-ups, push-ups, hang on things for a while, and just kind of toy around and see what your capabilities are, because you never know your full potential unless you get out there and start something.
Nice. And that's another thing, when you say get in the door and just try different stuff, there's actually other ninja competitions out there besides American Ninja Warrior, and a lot of people forget about those. Any advice for those competitions for people who are like, wait, there's other things out there? Like, how do I find this? How do I get into it? Where can I go?
Well, see, the thing with Ninja Warrior is I consider it a sport. And just like any other sport, you might be great within this region, but take your talents west, take your talents east, go north, south. You'll realize that there are a lot of great athletes out there. And the more you meet, the more advice you get from all these competitors. And so I've been to Minnesota, I've been down to Arkansas, been over to St. Louis, and the key things that I take from those athletes have bettered me as an athletic person.
Awesome. Okay, so next question here. What challenges have you faced so far? You already explained one of having dyslexia, which is amazing. Like, guys, that shows you right here. She's like a living example. Like, you can't overcome your challenges. Don't let anything hold you back. I don't care what are you dealing with. You can go after what you want. So what other challenges have you faced?
So there's, a lot of artists have mental health issues, myself included. I have pretty severe anxiety. And there's a lot of pressure, especially in art school, to work constantly work, constantly be making. And that's extremely exhausting, both emotionally and mentally and physically sometimes, because sometimes you don't sleep because you have to get a project done. And so that's definitely a big challenge that I've faced, is dealing with that stress and that pressure, and learning how to accept it while also continuing to take care of myself. Because like I said, there's just so much pressure in the art world, because the art world it's very harsh, it's tough, it will not wait for anyone. So you really have to take care of yourself. And that's something that I've definitely been working on a lot this semester and this year.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I'm gonna ask, like, how do you do that? 'Cause, like, somebody out there who could be, dealing with severe anxiety, like, what's a way for you to, all right, I'm gonna take it back, relax a little bit, and this might help somebody out there who's watching as well. Like, I deal with that. She does it. Maybe it might work for me.
Yeah. So definitely what I would say is get help. If you're suffering from severe anxiety or depression or any other mental health issue, I would, if you have access to it, definitely go get help. I know that there are free online places where you can talk to, perhaps not a therapist, but someone who's willing to listen, and willing to talk to you and give you advice on what you can do to help alleviate some of the pressure. So that's something that I did. I started going to see a therapist at my school. And that's helped a lot this year. Another thing that you can kind of do is just accept that, continue working, always be pushing yourself and working, but also understand that you're human and you can't constantly be making things as much as you want to and as much as I want to. I know that I can't constantly be putting myself out there, because all that's going to do is that's going to drain you, and you're not going to have the energy or the want even sometimes to make the things that you want to. So definitely if you're dealing with things like burnout or anxiety or what's it called? Artist block. I've been dealing with that sometimes.
The artist block?
Yeah, artist block. Something that you can do to help is to experiment with other mediums. Definitely make sure you're doing something creative, but maybe something a little bit more free-flowing and abstract instead of what you would normally do. So something that I like to do sometimes is I will just take, I'll get a huge piece of drawing paper, and then I'll put paint on my hands, and then I'll just do weird streaks across the paper, and that helps a lot sometimes when I'm, especially if I have pent up anxiety, or if I have just complete artist block and I'm I cannot figure out what I want to do. I'll just have at and do something just completely random and crazy.
That's awesome. It's pretty cool. Exactly. Yeah. Now, how do you stand out in the music world? How do you get your music out there and stand out from your competition? Because music's really crowded. Like everybody talked in the Kansas City area. It's like, I want to work on music. I want to do music. I want to be an artist. I want to do beats. I want to do this. I want to do that. How do you stand out from that?
Well, the first thing I'd say is just knowing that the music industry is small, knowing that anybody can know anybody, you know, and that's the number one thing. So me standing out, I know that I have a different type of personality, you know, and that's the main thing that matters. You know, a lot of people, you can be talented, you can be good, but if you're not cool to be around, then they don't want to, you know, nobody wants to do, you know, music with you. Like, and so that's one of those things. But with that being said, there's also a certain point of strategy that you have to enter too, like when you're dealing with certain people. Me, I did this thing to where I pointed out the 4 most popular artists in Kansas City that was getting like 60,000 plays, 100,000 plays on their songs, like, you know, people that were close to record deals and all that stuff. And what I did was I used my musicianship to play drums at shows, you know, to have them notice me, talk to them, mingle with them, and I gave them all each one free beat. Now, if I would have told somebody, you know, or told a mentor of mine, like that plan, he would have been like, oh, you're crazy, you know, that free beat. But I did it because I knew that, number one, if I gave them a free instrumental, I would make it really hot, you know, I would make it really dope, and they would have to come back for it, you know. And so I did that. But I had this thing too. The only stipulation of using that free beat was that they had to put produced by Bam Keith in the title of the song. So it just automatically drew like a bunch of people, you know. Then I was able to get rolling. Yeah, so I had to play chess a little bit, you know, but
that's smart though. Like giving out free stuff and say, hey, can you use my stuff? Who else done that? Mark Echo, he did that with his clothing back in the 90s when Echo Unlimited, before that brand took off. He will draw his, like, the artists he loves listening to, he draw them on like outfits and then hand it to them and let them wear it out. Like he tried to get Spike Lee, but Spike Lee wouldn't talk to him at first, and then he finally did something. Spike Lee noticed him. But like what you did pretty much, you went out and talked like, hey, no, I'm a no name, but here's one of my products. If you like my beat, you know, let's meet up, let's collab. If you like, if you don't like it, so be it. And who else did a lot of? That's good advice right there, guys. Like if you're working on something, put some free stuff out there. Like you're not gonna get noticed by holding on to your stuff. Like get it out there and let people see what you got. And then if they like it, they'll come back. They will come back.
I got a question one time when I was talking about that, and they were like, weren't you scared that, you know, you're handing out your best beats? And I'm like, if it came from me, I could make something else that was just as good, you know. So
I like that.
So it's like, you know, I had confidence in that. I'm like, if it came from me, I can make something else that's just as good or better, you know. So
that's dope.
Go ahead.
So like, do you say it's important to have a backup plan then? Like if your first plan doesn't work out, you think it'd be good to have an ideal backup plan?
To tell you the truth, I didn't have a backup plan. I just decided, I asked myself and I talked to my spiritual advisor about making me the best, like I did with football. I didn't come up with my backup plan because I was supposed to go to the NFL. So I didn't come up with my backup plan my first goal was football until it was over. When I feel like if you have a backup plan, then you're not fully focused on your first plan.
What really got you going with this? I know you said your son is one of the reasons, but what's another reason that you got started?
More so of I have like a very active mind, and like I'm always creating stuff, and I just thought it would be wrong to let it be dormant. Like I could just focus. I'm an internet and cybersecurity major, so like I could just focus on school and really learn how to do it, and like put all my energy into that. And it's like, that'd be cool. I could come out as a possibly a straight A student, and like I'd have an infinite profound knowledge of this particular subject. But because like I feel it would be wrong to like keep that dormant and not share my creativity with the world. I'm in school, I'm a straight B student, but I create stuff on YouTube. I have like active followers. I have photos that like people like to see. I can take video game photos and people will tell me they like to see those, and you know, it's just one of those things of like, why should I keep myself locked in this corner of the world when I could do, all this? Like, I know how to do all of this stuff. Why not put my ring in the hat,
If your client has only a Facebook page, how do you get them on Instagram and get like a whole, like, from zero? They're on Instagram, it started at zero. How do you get them back up to where they're at on Facebook?
Right.
Like, I know it's gonna take time, but how much time? The people really understand, like, this is not something that happens overnight.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And that's it. Like, I always tell my clients, like, you never want to pay for likes. You never want to pay for followers.
I can't stand people that
Exactly,
do that.
because if you do that, you're creating an echo chamber. You're going to be talking, you're going to be posting stuff, and you're going to have no engagement. That's going to be negative on your business. And I've seen that with a lot of clients, where they'll post some stuff, they'll have 1,000 likes or something, but they'll post something and reach 10 people. Those are fake. Those are fake accounts. You don't want that. That is not productive for you. You want real people to engage with your stuff, and you have to do that by being authentic. There's a little few things that you can do on Instagram. For example, you can use up to 30 hashtags. Hashtags is a good way to bring in, new people, real businesses, get into conversations. But I always say you have to start with your immediate circle, and that person knows someone and that person knows someone, but you have to start with the friends and your family, other people around you. You can't just start it and think out of nowhere, these people who don't know anything about you are just gonna, invest in you. And that's what they're doing. Someone likes your page and someone follows you. They are investing in your brand. And most people look at the numbers and like, oh, I want this amount. If you got 10 followers, that's the most important 10 people in this whole world. Each one of them should be like, who are you? Tell me, let's talk, let's be best friends. Because you don't know. On average, people have 500 Facebook friends. You get each one of those people to be your brand ambassador. It's better for people to say Grind Towards Success is the best online series out there than you say it. You say, oh, you just trying to market for yourself.
Right.
But if everybody else is saying it, it's so much easier. And that's what we do with our businesses. We have our people speak for us. This is another analogy I use. If McDonald's is like, come get this Big Mac, It's this new Big Mac, guys, y'all gonna love it. You're like, oh, McDonald's always trying to sell some stuff. But if I come to Ali like, bro, this Big Mac I ate the other day, man, it was fire. Let's go eat. You go like, let's do it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what it is with people too. Word of mouth is still the most powerful form of marketing. Social media just made it a whole lot easier. It's just word of mouth times 10. We don't get it though. We like, oh, I use word of mouth. Social media is word of mouth. I know my friends online. I know these people. I watch what they do in their daily lives.
Right.
If they were to share a brand, they were to share a piece of content, that'll resonate more with me. And that's what we do.
Like for Ninja Warrior, I go work out at Chaos Course. The Russ and Babcock.
Yeah, I see that.
It's one of the best people I've ever met. They help you out, give you advice and everything. And I like, anytime somebody asks me, where you go track? Chaos Course, right down the street.
Exactly.
Chaos, I give them everything. I start putting on Instagram where like your location at, Chaos Course. That way people who are like, where's the Ninja Warrior gym at? Kansas City, Chaos Course. And check it out.
You're the brand ambassador for them. You are doing more for their marketing than they can do. You see what I'm saying? Because you are the testimonial. You're a real person who's talking to real people like me. You know what I mean? Make me want to say, I'm going to go look at them, see if they need some marketing. You know what I mean?
What would you tell somebody who's facing hardship like you did, like facing that disappointing moment of not getting that call back? Like, what would you say to somebody like who's going through that hardship right now? And like, I can't get a win in life. I keep getting these losses.
Yeah, there are certain L's that you take in life. Meek Mills, took a couple L's, and that didn't stop him from producing music and doing what he loves to do. So if you're passionate about whatever you do, no matter how many times you fail, just keep going. Thomas Edison with the light bulb. I don't know how many times he failed creating a light bulb, but he finally found a formula that works, and now we have light bulbs thanks to him. So that's like a definition in itself, to just keep moving forward and keep progressing, and don't ever let one closed door or one loss or you not making it somewhere deter you from like not doing anything in life. So just keep pushing, man.
thank you guys for watching those clips, and hope you took a lot from them. There's some very, very good advice in there. Tell me what your favorite one was. Tell me what you think, who had the best advice. Please let me know. Please put in the comment section below. I really want to listen to it. I really want to see what you guys say. I guess read it, not listen. You can't really do that unless you guys, actually send me a video of like what you think the best advice was. But you don't have to do that. That's too much work. Just put in the comment section below and say, hey, I like Russ and Liz Babcock's advice. I like Bam Keith's advice. I like Antoine Payne's Code 9 Gaming's advice. Let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you so much. I can't thank you. Just truly thank you. And one more time, thank you guys for watching this episode of Grind Towards Success. I really appreciate it. See you in the next episode, and keep being awesome. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Before you go, I do want to mention I started my own business. It's called Lofty Grind Athletics. It's a motivational athletic brand. Our goal is to inspire and motivate you to go after your fitness and athletic goals. Now on our website, which is www.loftygrindathletics.com, repeat that one more time, www.loftygrindathletics.com, we will have certain gear such as the Conquer Your Challenge 100% polyester shirt. Now there's 100% polyester, or repeat that, 100% polyester. It only weighs 3.5 ounces, which means it's lightweight. It won't hold you down and let you get through any of your workouts. On the back, it has Lofty Grind Athletics on it, and these shirts are $15. We have another one that is Refuse to Be Outworked, which is also a $15 shirt. Check it out on our website at www.loftygrindathletics.com, and we're going to have more gear to come. And if you're watching this episode on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. Please put a comment in the comment section below of a new topic or something you want me to talk about. And please subscribe. Lastly, you can follow me on Instagram there, follow me on Snapchat there for new and daily motivational tips. And you can watch the next episode or the last episode of Grind Towards Success here, and watch Movie Showdowns, which is a movie review series that I've started. Other than that, thanks for watching this episode. Keep being awesome.